Tonight, we have prepared 3 ways for you to essentially participate while you enjoy this beautiful evening. The first way to participate is essentially by buying raffle tickets, because without your money, a lot of what we're doing would not be possible. So the raffle ticket booth counter will be moved into this facility for the rest of the evening. Secondly, there's 2 sets of barcodes on your tables. The first set of barcode is for you to enter a silent auction where you get to give before you get, and you get to get a bunch of really cool items. I got to shop through the silent auction myself this morning, and so to be the best bidders kind of way. The third way to participate is simply by downloading the second link that's on the table. I think it's on a white paper or black paper. Essentially, you get a PayPal link where you can simply contribute in advance the work that Jocelyn and Josephine have started with Shelter Them. We are going to start off the evening with dinner, and we're going to make sure we don't lag on that. But as you enjoy dinner, we are also going to have our first act of entertainment, which is none other than star Avatar. And in case you don't know who that is, I'm sure you all heard of a person called Houdini. Well, he's better than Houdini. Hey, how you all doing? Came back. We finally got the food set up, but before we start eating, if you just go to the blessing the food, we're just going to say a quick prayer. Okay? Father, we thank you for this day that you've made. We're grateful for it. We thank you that we have enough to feed our bellies, and we pray for those who are without. We thank you for the supporters, the donors this evening, especially for your courage of those who have come together to give us an opportunity to rise to the occasion and give back.
say. Sometimes se ponen a grillar acá. Yeah, not from here. Yeah, not from here. But it's one of those things I'm telling you. Like this guy has been funding us in different ways. This is not the email I sent. It's just a draft, but I sent an email instead. What I'm trying to see is if they can actually make a commitment from his organization for us to actually get this work done. So this is going to take us a year to do. That's what the folks is pretty starting to see. Now I have a model, how much it's going to cost. There's going to be all of that. Like all the stuff I'm doing now, really I'm not being paid for it. So, but I would like to, yeah, but it fits with what we're doing, right? So,
talks. Okay. Nothing most yet. Probably later on.
Yeah, later on listening to speeches. I'll jump into that. Yeah, but I'll stay away from the camera.
founded Shelter Them Poverty Relief to raise funds for the children of Rwanda. Guys, it's the 17th annual Gala anniversary for Shelter Them, right? For 17 years straight, they've been going strong because of members of the audience, because of your, again, your generosity, your support, your volunteerism. And all of this is only made possible because of your contributions and essentially the actions that brought you all here today. So without further ado, ladies and gentlemen, esteemed guests of the audience, help me welcome the beautiful sisters, Jocelyn and Josephine. Venez, venez, venez. Merci. Round of applause to our great founders. All right, and I will be taking this to the lost and found area.
Thank you so much, Paco. You're amazing. We met shortly a few months ago, and he connected with us so much. So he has become a member of a Shelter Them family. So welcome. Doing great. Hello, everyone. Today, it's an exciting day. How many years has been since we have seen some familiar faces, some smiles, dressed up? I mean, we have hidden at home in our little cocoon for 3-4 years, but thank God we're here and we're grateful. But when you look in a child hungry, you're not going to worry about education in the moment. You have to give them something to eat. That's an emergency. But then after you eat, we're like, where are you going? We followed the little boy who's 3, 5, and they're sleeping where there are buckets everywhere next to the little goat. I don't remember some of the goats' names, but it was really funny. But also touching. And you're like, okay, so you eat, but you have nowhere to sleep. Well, we have to find you a home, because that's a fundamental basic need. After you have where to sleep, so you don't go to school, but what's your tomorrow like, really? We can feed you, we can shelter you, but if you don't have a sustainable tomorrow, then you're gonna be a 20-year-old man depending on me and the beautiful Canadians, Americans in the world who are helping you. So after 17 years, I believe tonight, we're not talking about feeding program, we're not talking about necessarily building a shelter. Our focus is education. Education will break poverty in Africa, in developing countries. So tonight, education is big. I don't know if you visited some tables here, a couple of them. ECDC is one of the sponsorship. If you want to become a member, it's $15 a month. Then Vanessa is our head coordinator of a Shelter Them event. We can't survive without her. I don't know if she's the neck and we're heads, but she has to turn so we know where we're going. I don't know if she's the heart, but she's a big driver for Shelter Them. So thank you, Vanessa. Golu, you are amazing. You do so much. Nicolia, that's a new friend we just met. Nicolia, all those auctions, you are amazing, and I see your friends and families. Silent auction, I'm going to praise you depending on you. Thank you. So thank you for over 50 plus things that are wonderful there that you can support. Sharon was, we shared a cabin when we were away, and we bonded it really well. And thank you, Sharon, for all your work. And I saw your friends. Big family. Paul, need to thank more people, but there's so many more. There's Paco, you're doing a great job. Kizito, who is tech, is doing an amazing job here as well. The vocalist who's going to sing, I think I'm losing my notes, but I think I have everybody. Sherry and David from Newfoundland, oh my goodness. Wow, you're turning Newfoundland upside down. Because you called Jocelyn when she was running from work in the bus, we saw your story on television and we're hooked. We want to know what you're doing, we want to do with you. He has made so many trips in Rwanda. The kids know him as not Muzungu anymore. It's like dad. You know, Muzungu is like the white person in Rwanda. When you go, it's like, hey, there's a Muzungu. No, now they call him dad. They call him Papa. Because that's your heart, David. So thank you for being here all the way from Newfoundland. You get to hear from David. That made this happen. So thank you so much for everything. And I think my little sister is going to have something to say now. I saved you some time. I promise. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much. Again, really, non-profit organizations, they only exist. The services and programs continues because of volunteers and financial support. That's it. Kids are who in 2006 I met. They're graduates in universities, many. David Jenkins and Sherry can be witness. A lot of kids are being graduated and they're becoming independent adults because of you. So that's why we're not shy to spend a little bit more time to thank people who make it happen, because without you and me, Josephine, everyone here in this room who volunteer work, share your little thing God gave you to others. That's actually when you're gone, that's where you're gonna be remembered. Only thing that you gave out of your time, out of your sacrifice. So really, we're gonna again take time and time to thank you, and because it's worth it. Well, Delphina Alexander, and we'd like you to come here and have something from our hearts, our family, Shelter Them, to thank you for the work you do. You give a lot. Your time, your financial support is very appreciated. So we thank you, and that's Mom and Dad, my in-laws, and I love them. That's my husband, Michael. Thank you so much for all your support. God bless you. We can take a pictures over there. Come. Okay, thank you. That's my little girl, Leah. She's always like, Mommy, you're always busy. I'm busy, but when I have your time, I spend time, quality time with you. But when I need to work, I'm looking for other kids, okay?
To let us know what you do, and your business, may God bless you and continue to prosper you. So thank you so much. Come up here. Thank you so much. This evening it would happen without you. Look at her. And she's a part of our social committee. So again, if you want to be part of this event next year, we want you to our family. Thank you so much. And again, we want to thank everybody for their support. Josephina, guests are here. She forgot my friend, Mr. Martin Reed. So of course, I'm going to have to make sure that you are welcome to our family. He's a counselor of...
When peace like a river attendeth my way, when sorrows like sea billows roll. Whatever my lot, thou hast taught me to say, it is well, it is well with my soul. It is well with my soul. It is well, it is well with my soul, and Lord, it is well with my soul. It is well, it is well with my soul.
All right. What amazing talent. This is a big man with a big voice. Thank you so much, Mr. Claxton. Thank you so much for your contribution. That was an amazing performance. Moving on to other acts of the night, we have the amazing Kevin Jones, who's going to be doing some spoken word for us. So without further ado, we invite...
Are all African. From chalk to charcoal, we are all African. So how could you ever deny help to your own people? Or say that you're better than another human? It's time that we now all understand that that person suffering miles away is still such an intimate part of you. So withhold not good from who it is due. See, the power of your hands can calm earthquakes so long as you prepare your heart with that conviction. Tell me, how often do you listen, really listen to your spirit? Can you manifest its vision when you hear it? You know, our being contains immense strength. You need not fear it. Imagine, just imagine if we were truly in tune with creation and understood that we were the authors of our own devastation. Even the animals seem to have some connection to the instinctive spirit that we are constantly suppressing. And I imagine they are waiting in earnest expectation for us to realize our spiritual manifestation, for us to realize that we are one nation with one aim under one destiny, for you and for me. So withhold not good from who it is due when it is in your power of your hands.
All right, you can stay. Great minds think alike. All right, so I just want to bring your attention to the silent auction. My entire ambition is to make sure you empty your pockets before you leave this place this evening, so make sure you're spending. If you don't want to spend a lot, spend a little. That's how the world has changed. I think Barack Obama was taking $5 donations before he became the first man of his kind to occupy his office. So whether you got $5 or $10, make sure you log into that silent auction and spend some money, or go into that link and simply make a donation through our PayPal account. $5, $10, $15 can go a very, very long way. All right. That video will be with us soon. I was curious about one thing. Is it just me, or all of Jocelyn and Josephine's friends look good? Like, do you discriminate against ugly people or something? Oh, your friends look good. All right. Video's coming up soon.
Code on your table and make your donation, a one-time donation. We're actually running a campaign called 100 Days of Change. It runs from April to July. Originally was actually in commemoration of a genocide against Tutsi that happened in 1994, where over 1 million people died in Rwanda. And that is, most people know the history that has been gone through the different social media. There's even a movie that came out, and you know, it's a long story. Some of the things are not consistent, they're not right, but what happened is over 1 million people died in 1994 between April 6th to July about 17th. So we run a campaign to raise money to continue to support our program services, which again, it's the education. Send the kids in school. My sister and I, we grew up, and it was sometimes we missed exams because mom did. God bless you.
You heard her. Keep on giving.
Wow, they're saying thank you. Murakoze, murakoze, murakoze. Thank you. I think every person who goes to Rwanda with us, by the end of it, at least they know murakoze. Right, Newton? Say murakoze. That's it. Murakoze. Thank you so much. The people here who are sponsoring ECDC, $15 a month, thank you so much. I think we're playing it again. We can't get enough of those faces. They're just so cute. Yeah, so thank you. The people who are, I think we have 33 members of ECDC. Thank you so much. I know some faces here that are in the membership, so thank you for doing that. Actually, the ECDC project, or the idea, came from Neil Edwards at one point. I don't know, there he is. It's doing great, and it's bringing some fruit, so thank you, Neil, for the thought. for the idea. But just a quick story before I introduce Sherry and David, who are, like I say, they're turning Newfoundland Carbonear upside down in a good way, so thank you, is that those kids that you see dancing and they're just so vibrant and full of life. One time before I started Shelter Them idea of why should I start Shelter Them, I was walking somewhere in the village and I see a little boy, maybe 3 or 4, I'm not sure. He had no bottom. I remember it was a little boy. I mean, I have kids and my son is right there. He's 6'6" tall, so yeah, I know Josh. But I made that little boy and I said, hi, I speak Kinyarwanda, amakuru muraho, bite. How are you doing? Okay, he has no bottom, right? I'm like, where is mom? Where is dad? He doesn't know. There's no one around.
So we've arrived here at Jack.
And I'm thinking, what happens to you? To find out, I knew because I'm from Rwanda, these are 3 to 6-year-old children, they're unattended children in the fields when mom wake up in the morning to go sell sugar cane or bananas on her head all day till 5 p.m., maybe 6. So that 3 to 6-year-old kids who don't go to school primary because they're young, that's the gap that Shelter Them is bridging right now. So those kids from the fields, when there's no mama, no dad, and nobody, no bottoms, little flies on their face, that's who Shelter Them takes every day, gives them 2 meals a day, give them clothing, give them a right to play, to Shelter Them. Sometimes I'm like, are you doing anything else? You're walking, but you're thinking about Shelter Them because that's his heart. So David, welcome to come and share with our people here in Ontario what you have been doing in Rwanda, because you travel there quite a bit. Welcome, David. And Sherry, my beautiful friends. Thank you. And Sherry is a twin, like me and Jocelyn, so we have a little deeper connection because we're a bunch of twins. When we're in Rwanda, they're like, wait, you're twins? And you're twins. Do you want to come up here, Sherry? David is working something. David is always working.
So it's such a pleasure to be here again this year. You know, we haven't been here since 2019, since before COVID, that awful word. So we're so thankful to be able to.
And so I can't thank you ladies enough for your volunteer time throughout the years as well. And Lucas, great job on the video. Lucas joined us there in March when Sherry and myself were there last. And I was just speaking to Lucas before the event because he had some other places he was visiting along the way. And he said it was the highlight of his tour, was getting to Rwanda. It just touches your heart. And that's what it did with us. Even the girls' story when they first shared it with us 15 years ago, it touched our hearts so much. And I guess as Kevin said, it was the power of one that already started this movement. And tonight, we want it to be, it's still going to be the power of one times 120. I think there's 120 of us here. So first of all, I just want to speak about the picture there of Sherry. Jocelyn's daughter, Aaliyah, came up and said, Sherry, you're a star. Look on the screen. This was a picture that was taken, so now it's loonies, guys. Nothing less than a loony, okay? So over the 100 days, and so you can see the jar there, we launched a campaign, and we encouraged people that through that 100 days, every day, they would drop a coin in a jar. And that would be the campaign. That would fund the whole program, basically, when we first started in 2000. When they started, I guess, in 2005. Because the budget then was about $10,000. Well, the budget's almost $250,000 now, so pennies are no good. Really, not even loonies are any good. So, But we're getting there. We're getting there, and I know that after tonight, we'll probably hit that milestone of reaching the annual goal of $225,000 and beyond, because it's been happening. And again, I go back to Kevin speaking when he talked about the
of the people in the room. Once you do that, the money will come. And so, if he contacts you, tell him I didn't speak about money. It's not to my word. I'm just speaking to your hearts. And I'll let Sherry speak a little bit about the sponsorship program too.
So when we were scheduled to go to Rwanda in 2020, we had our plane tickets. We were going to go to school in February in Brampton Christian School.
And 2 weeks before we were due to go, of course, COVID closed all the borders, shut everything down, and we didn't get to go. So we were there. We go every 2 years. We were there in 2018. Now it's 2020. That's a long time, 2 years, and we hadn't been to Rwanda. Well, COVID shut down 2021 and 2022, and now, like, we were missing Rwanda so bad. So we got to go, just two of us, not a team, in August, September of 2022, and we're so thankful we got to go. And again, we were there in February of 2023, so we're so thankful. But when we were there in February, we went because we had a water project that finally we got water into our village, fresh, clean water into our village in Giteko. And we went just so that we, to see that. But also when we were there, another thing we did was we were one of...
Introduce you to that graduate by pictures. We also, when we went there, we decided to, the village where we are is, we've done some fabulous work there because of your support, because of donors and sponsors, but there's so much more to do. So before we went there, I said, you know what, we're coming on a mission to help at least 10 more kids while we're here on these 2 weeks. Let's go out into the village. Let's visit some of the poorest people that are in the village. Let us tell their stories and see if we can take them from a life of poverty to one of hope. And so this is one of the videos that Sherry took by, no great technology. Sherry used our iPhone. And when I said our iPhone, we only have the one phone. People don't understand. I mean, how can you go through life this day and age with one phone between the two of you? But we do.
And is on this little property with this little bit of land here on the farm. Not enough. Especially, it's been affected here by climate change. So one season, any little bit of drought at all, there's absolutely no food. Guys, I'm telling you, this is a desperate situation. Let's go inside. Let's go inside the home. Come into your home. Come in, Jackson. Come in. Come on, Jackson. Sit over here. So here we are. We're inside Jackson's home. Here he is, almost 5 years old. Mama Latif is doing whatever she can to try to, help him and the little baby Adams. This is it. This is the structure. This is the structure. There's no bed. There's a... I see a blank.
And so this is just showing, we're not showing anything negative about Rwanda or its President Kagame. This is about advocating for children. We're grandparents. And I think when the biggest thing that hit me was on our 2012 mission trip. We go there, we're just after our grandson, our first grandchild was just born a month before we go. Actually, he was supposed to be born the day we were leaving for Rwanda. He came a month early, thankfully, because we were struggling with whether we go or stay for our first grandchild. So we get there, and shortly after we get on the trip, this woman comes in with a newborn, a month older than our own grandchild. I'm holding that baby in my arms. She's come to our office. She needs money for milk. She's coming in with a wooden leg, not a prosthetic leg, an actual wooden leg. Mike had to go across the street and get a wrench to try to tighten up the bolts in her wooden leg. It was a piece of 4x4. It's actually what it was. And all I could see was my grandson. Not this lady's son, but my grandson. No different than my grandson. Just didn't have the opportunity to be born in a great country. Born in a developing country that didn't have the resources or the support that ours do. And that's what started, so that, right? So he'll be the one that one of you will be sponsoring tonight, right? Well, and so there's 13 more. Don't be disappointed if you're not the first one to the table. And we've got other children just as important as Adam's. And rest assured, your money is being put right to work for these kids.
So remember, I told you when we were over in February, we were so proud of our girl, Kasia. And this is Kasia back in 2014 when she first came into the program. Her brother was one of our sponsored children at the time, and he had siblings way out in the country, and they couldn't afford to go to school. Now, her brother was very, very smart. He was very intelligent, and he was our sponsored child. He was our first sponsored child, and he passed away from a disease that we don't even know what it was, but before he passed away, he wanted to make sure that his siblings had the opportunities that Shelter Them had given him. And so we took Kasia and put her in school, and she's just as bright as Jean-Claude was. And she went through school, and then she wanted to go to university, and there she is, graduate. And she has another brother, John Paul, who's getting ready next year to start university, and I think he's going to do architecture. And then she also has a younger sister, Pelagi, that we have in our program as well. So this is what sponsorship does. This is the results.
And so there was a person that saw her picture from 2014 and said, I want to help Kasia. She's never seen her. She's never been to Rwanda. Well, she's from Rwanda, actually, but she's never been there since we started the program. But she decided, I want to give this girl hope. I want to give her an opportunity. And so I think the sponsor may be here tonight. I haven't seen her. Aunt Jane or Tantine, please. Is she here? Is she coming up?
Jane, can you come here and talk a little bit about what you have done in this girl's life? And actually, this beautiful lady, it's my mom's sister, so she's my auntie, Auntie Jane. Thank you so much for touching the life of Kasia. And now you have a girl who's graduated, an accountant, and ready to be independent. So can you speak a little bit about what you have done in her life and which Mama and Papa, they're proud?
Thank you so much. I'm so privileged to be here and to see all of you. I'm of Jesus Christ. I love Jesus so much. It's a whole world to me. I know many people here might be believing in Jesus too. Thumbs up for you. Those who don't, please give it a try. It's something. Trust me, trust. It's very important in people's lives. So I was sold into Shelter Them when these girls, they're my nieces anyways, they told me about what they are doing. As of course, I have to support them. I had a child I was supporting, one child, okay. I did my job. And then I went to the website and I looked at it And then I saw other children. I read the stories. I said, oh my goodness, I have to do something, but I don't have much. I said, well, I do what other people do. Please don't do what other people do. Just do what is at your heart. So then another time we came here for a gala again, and he spoke. And he said a word that really moved me, and I had to take another one and another. I said, I have. Anyways, he said, if you have sponsored a child, have a challenge. Challenge yourself. That is not enough. You can do more. I said, oh my goodness, I should. When we finished, I went to the table. I got her. I said, I'm getting her. I'm telling you, it is so great to see the little pennies that you have put together. It's very difficult. I know to very many people it's difficult. There's a friend of mine who told me, I'll be quick, who said, when you see something good, yourself as he made me always. I think I have to challenge myself. How can I challenge myself again? You know, I have always said, I think I can look into my life, what some
I just want you guys to see that Ontario is with you, Newfoundland. You're not alone. Thank you.
Thank you, everyone. So we'll be out around the sponsorship table if you want to just chat about it, find out some information. Don't feel pressured. It's only 14 kids out there that we're looking to get sponsors for. At the same time, I'm not sure when they have a little break here. The raffle is still going on, and so maybe we can bring the raffle inside if people want to. The people who are doing the raffle, if you want to put your hand up or something, we'll come around to the table and get your cash or credit card so you can support. Maybe there's some Raptors fans. Actually, who's in the finals now? Oh, Miami Heat and Nuggets, right? Is it the Nuggets? Yeah. So, but on Miami Heat team, there's an ex-Raptor there. I think
What I want to do is open the dance floor. All right. So as you make your way over to get some sugar, please make sure you hit the dance floor after, or maybe you warm up a little bit, burn some calories, and hit the sugar table over there to make up for those lost calories. But thank you so much for this beautiful evening, and for those who are participating in the silent auction again, please make sure you make your way over to the silent auction. As far as a raffle tickets are concerned, I'll have David come here and okay, wow, we 13 children now, so somebody's already sponsored a child. You guys act, and you act very fast, so amen to that. All right, so dance floor's open, sugar table's open as well. I hope to see you guys dancing soon. All right. As far as the raffle tickets, we'll come back and we'll announce raffle ticket winners in about 10 to 20 minutes. See you guys soon.